take a seat before you call this one? You're going to leave her up to the old guy in the warm-up period?
No, just need a quick seat, Jeff. Right? I got to rest my legs for soccer season. Because that only started up in a little over a month.
Coming up on the 3:55 mark, we got 3 eligible to run. All 3 are up and running. That is the and 15 seconds until the start. Running 1, Kelly 2, Shane 3. Now running has some superior boat speed. They would not have been here to fall that point though. Seconds, they love the wind and maybe some breaks can go their way. Running back on the back straightaway, right off to the judges' seat. Initiative they had in mind, I think, come to fruition here at Madison.
Absolutely. I mean, you see so much of racing this entire weekend. When you look here in 3B, and Dylan running on the outside, and you have J. Michael Kelly at lane 2, or Jimmy Shane at lane 3. Jimmy Shane's already showing to the from the outside. And right now we see them all coming down. As when you look at the clock here, we're at minute 30 seconds, Jeff, here, our minute 30 seconds, until we start.
Minute 10 away, minute 10. All Freer and Chill Billy Treats turn.
Just over 1 minute to the start. The U40, Dylan Runny in lane number 1. J. Michael Kelly in the 00 Maverick, lane number 2. And on the outside, Jimmy Shane having a fantastic weekend on lane number 3. Under a minute to go, up the back straightaway they go. Everybody's lined up absolutely perfect. Brad, you ready for the start?
I am ready for this start. Dylan Runny's in lane 1. J. Michael Kelly in the Maverick is in lane number 2. On the outside, going to be Jimmy Shane in the U27 to Miss Apollo. Should be a fast one, should be a quick one. It's Heat 3B. It's our last preliminary heat of the weekend. Last chance to get points before the final. Thanks for holding down the fort here. I was over talking to Mr. Dana Potts here, and I invited him to come over and watch the heat with you and me. So let's make this happen and let's get this party started. It's Heat 3B of the 116th running of the APBA Gold Cup at Madison, Indiana. Inside 9 seconds now until the start. Don't want to cross that line early. We are inside 5 seconds. We are 2, 1. Mark, this looks like a clean start. It's going to be really close, but I think Kelly nailed it. And he's got the boat lead going down to it's a clean start. He's got the lead going to the corner. Now, this is what we talked about with Dylan Runny. He's got to get through that lane 1, and he did not. He did not get through that lane 1. He hooked it. We talked about the turf monster down there all weekend, and here goes Kelly up the backstretch. Kelly is on the inside, but Jimmy Shane is running hard on the outside. He's already opened up about a boat length. I feel terrible for Dylan Runny down there. They took the shot, took the inside lane. We knew that hole was down there, and unfortunately it stepped up and bit him. Top end of the race course. Shane and Kelly, they've done this so many times all across the country at different courses and different venues. Shane stepped away for 4 years, but now he's back, and he and Kelly renew the rivalry on the front straightaway, coming down to pick up a flag to commemorate the end of lap number 1 of for Jimmy Shane. And the Apollo is across. Kelly hanging right with him, Dustin.
Yeah, Kelly on the inside, Shane on the outside. Jimmy's going to give him just enough room to make sure that he's got area inside. But look at that rough water. J. Michael's doing a great job going around there. Watch out for that dead boat. Jimmy hanging way wide and leaving Mike lots of room on the inside. Down the back straightaway they come, still about a half a rooster tail distance.
Yeah, Kelly does not want to go away. He's going to stay in that left side rear view mirror, and he is doing that. He's about 3/4 of a rooster tail back from Jimmy Shane. Shane has been dominant this weekend. The only thing he hasn't done this weekend is be the top qualifier, and he was within a mile an hour of that. So Shane in the new U27 is really becoming a factor, but Kelly really close, and Kelly went by him. Kelly went by him up there at the top end of the course. I don't know what happened to Shane, and Shane is still up and running, but Kelly went around him very quickly on an inside lane. Now here comes J. Michael Kelly. He's got the lead, and Shane is clearly not running at full song. Looks like maybe now he might have it back, but Kelly's got a big lead. He's out by a rooster tail and more as we start lap number 3, Dustin.
And that's why J. Michael kept pushing, kept the pressure on, wanted Jimmy Shane to make a mistake. Jimmy Shane lost power for just a brief second, and J. Michael capitalized on it, able to overtake the lead. Now Jimmy Shane has to play catch up. Looks like he's back to running good. Does it have enough time, enough speed to make up?
I don't know. That's going to be a tall order because it's still more than a rooster tail, and he's got to do it in a lap and a half. The Maverick, the U00, flying up the backstretch with J. Michael Kelly behind the wheel. Look at Shane. Never say die. He's going to run this thing and race all the way to the final checkered flag. It is Kelly at the top end of the race course. Now, top end of the race course. Here comes Kelly to the exit pin. He slides out. He's got his radio guys telling him where the good water is because I think he's got things covered. I don't see Shane getting around him and picking up that much ground. We just got to find good water and keep Kelly clean. He's coming down. He'll pick up a white flag. Dustin Eccles, he's got 1 more to go.
1 more to go. White flag is up, and this is J. Michael Kelly's race course right now. He can make it as wide as he wants. He's got to watch out for that rough water down in turn number 1. Dylan Runny was trying to get out of the way. He does make some wakes. Let's see if J. Michael can get through there unscathed. If once he makes it through there, he's got to accelerate away from that rough stuff. Look at him go.
Yeah, and he came out clean. He got through the big hole down there that lives in the exit pin of turn number 1, and he's now got over a 2 rooster tail lead. Obviously, the radio man has radioed to Jimmy Shane and said, let him go. You're not going to run him down. Shane's pulled his foot. And so it's now just for J. Michael Kelly to negotiate the top end of the race course. Turn 2, he will come down. There will be a checkered flag waiting for him, and that will be a very welcome checkered flag by not only J. Michael Kelly, but for Strong Racing. They've run hard all weekend, but haven't got one.
Absolutely, yeah, hard earned. He did a great job just keeping the pressure on. He was there. He was constantly there.
J. Michael Kelly driving the U00, the Maverick, comes across to pick up a checkered flag. J. Michael Kelly with a first place on the water in our Heat 3B. And here's a boat that was running like a rocket ship until such time as something happened up there at the top end of the race course. I don't know what you saw, if he lost power, but all of a sudden Kelly went by him like he was tied to a post.
I have no idea. I mean, it looked like it just totally shut off, and then all of a sudden he was back to full song. It only took a brief second, but that's all it takes in racing.
That's what we've talked about. These boats weigh 7,000 pounds, and once you lose power for a minute, they don't come back real quick. That's a lot of momentum. As our unofficial results have shown up on the screen. Heat 3B unofficial, your winner, U00, the Maverick. And J. Michael Kelly, he would pick up 400 points if it stands. Jimmy Shane come home in 300 points. And I feel like I need to say this, but my heart breaks for Bucket List Racing and Dylan Runny. But they took that shot. They tried to get in lane 1 earlier today, and they were unable to make it work. But that time, as we said it when he went in there, he's just got to get through it clean, and he could not. He's got the boat up and under power now. Looks like he's going to bring it back. Tough break. What we've been calling a turf monster bit him.
Out there on lap 2, you were able to overtake Jimmy Shane. What was your vantage point of that turn?
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, settled in. It was a matter of just getting points that last heat. And, I was kind of cruising and I wasn't sure what was going on. I could see him just go out wide and start slowing down. So I started actually slowing down too. And then I'm like, well, we're still racing. So, yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I don't know what happened. He got going again, so I had to put my foot back in it. And, but pretty cool and all just for the Maverick team, strong racing. These guys have been working their tails off since we got here. Boat ride's definitely getting better every single time we go out. It's not quite exactly where we need it, but but it'll do if that's what we have to run with. So yeah, just got to hit those starts. That was definitely a better start that time. Wish I could have hit one a little earlier, but all in all, happy with that, and things are heading in the right direction.
You told me this morning the adjusted start got into your head a little bit yesterday. What did you do differently in this heat?
Just make sure I was where the timing marks were. So used to fighting for lanes, so it kind of forces you to be there, whether you're early or not. With the assigned lanes, it's kind of like yesterday. I think it caught a lot of us sleeping. Like we knew where we needed to be, but I come out of the turn over there and I look and see guys over there, and I'm like, well, shoot, I'm gonna probably have like a 10-second head start on these guys, and then I'm still late. And but I think we're all getting it handled, and it's challenging. Like for me, I'm not used to running in certain lanes. I like being on the inside, and so I gotta adapt to that and gotta start changing setups on the boat to make that work for me.
All right, we appreciate you. Congrats.
Yep, thank you.